The Lord be with you. Our reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Chapter 14, verses 1 to 6. One Sabbath, when Jesus went to dine at the house of a ruler of the Pharisees, they were watching him carefully. And behold, there was a man before him who had dropsy. And Jesus responded to the lawyers and Pharisees, saying, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath or not?" But they remained silent. Then he took him and healed him and sent him away. And he said to them, "Which of you, having a son or an ox that has fallen into a well on a Sabbath day, will not immediately pull him out?" And they could not reply to these things. The Gospel of the Lord. As we heard in the Gospel, Jesus was invited by a chief Pharisee to dine with him. So there was a banquet. Jesus was invited to dine with them on a Sabbath day. And in the very beginning of the Gospel, we will find they were watching at him carefully. If you invite your friends, relatives for some function into your homes or houses, do you watch them carefully, or you just talk with them, you share, you laugh, you smile with them? I think most of the time when the guests are coming into our house, we don't watch them carefully. So in the very beginning itself, there is a problem. So people invited Jesus, the chief priest or the chief Pharisee invited Jesus for a meal, not to give him a meal, but to watch him carefully. That means to find out the mistakes, the wrong things of Jesus, not to give him a meal. So the intention of invitation was wrong. But that moment, Jesus had an opportunity. If it is in our case, if we come to know, if my friend has invited me and watching me carefully, what will you do at that moment? How will you respond? Maybe sometime you may say, "I have important work, I have to leave now, I have to go." So we will leave the place and go. If we find out there is something wrong, or if people wanted to kill the person or want to trap the person will never stay in that house. Even though the person is invited, the person will come and go immediately. But in the case of Jesus, what we find, it was an opportunity for him to teach them. There were so many people. Then what he did before eating the meal, he saw a man with dropsy, that means the withered hand. So there were so many people, they had not shown any mercy, compassion, or love for the person, or there were so many people, even this chief Pharisee had not done anything good for this person. So there was a man sitting or standing, the withered hand person, suffering. So there was no love, mercy, compassion for that person. So immediately what Jesus has done, immediately instead of maybe eating fast, he did that job. So he healed him. He showed his love, mercy, compassion on him. He said, "Now you be healed, get up and go home." Then people started criticizing, today is the Sabbath day. Maybe you look at, this is the Sabbath day, they have invited Jesus. Maybe these people might have brought this person near to Jesus, whether Jesus is going to break the Sabbath law or not. This is another type of tricky things. So on the Sabbath day, they should not work. So that is the law. The law is forbidden to work on the Sabbath day. So now on the Sabbath day, Jesus is healing the person. Then they criticize Jesus. That means you are breaking the Sabbath law. You are not observing the Mosaic law. And what Jesus said? Is it good for a man to heal on the Sabbath day or not? Jesus just put a question to everybody. Is it good for a person to heal on a Sabbath day or not? You tell me now. And everybody was silenced. But when we think about the word Sabbath, what is the meaning of Sabbath, you know? I have explained many times. Sabbath means what? Sabbath means to take rest. Sabbath means to take rest means not to sleep. To take rest means, or the other meaning of Sabbath means to cease or to stop. To stop means not without work. To cease means cease from evil works, evil thoughts, evil actions. To stop the evil things, evil works, evil actions. Sabbath means to rest from evil things, evil works. So Sabbath is not to stop working. So now Jesus saw the needs, then he healed the person with compassion, mercy. So this is what we find here. And in the Genesis, God created everything. Then on the seventh day, he took rest. What is the meaning God took rest? God took rest so that the creation may flourish, the creation may grow. When God is resting, the creation should not stop. The creation should not cease, or the creation should not sleep. God is resting means the creation should flourish. The creation should grow. The people may flourish. The people may grow. So this is the meaning of Sabbath. But most of the time, people, they don't understand the meaning of the Sabbath. So people have misinterpreted, people have abused the meaning of the word Sabbath, or people have abused the laws. And Jesus is giving in the gospel also, if your son or an ox has fallen into the well, will you not take them out? If it is your son or your ox has fallen into the well on the Sabbath day, will you keep your son inside the well? And what happened? The gospel is ending with, they were silent. This is what sometimes we behave. Even till today, after 2025 years of the arrival of Jesus, there are some people, not all, there are some people, they come to the church to observe carefully how the Mass is celebrated, how the rules are followed, what type of candles are there, what type of colors are there, or what type of regulations are there, how the readings are going on. We are observing carefully. We are coming to the church not to observe carefully. We are coming to the church to seek God's healing touch, to seek God's compassion. We are coming to the church to do good things, good works. So we are coming to the church to love more, to show mercy, compassion to our brothers and sisters in need. to work more, to forgive more, to do more things. We are coming to the church not to criticize sometime. So this is what we have to learn in today's gospel. So people were silent. They invited Jesus and they are observing Jesus carefully. But it was good that it was an opportunity to teach them. So today, what is most important is, as Jesus said, the Sabbath is not made for human beings, but the human beings are not made for Sabbath, but Sabbath is made for the human beings. So this is what Jesus said. That means the laws, the rules are there to save the human beings. The laws, the rules, traditions, rituals, customs are there not to abuse the human beings or abuse the things. So this is what we must be careful when we practice faith. Once we do something, once we follow something. So today's gospel is inviting us to reflect how to love God, how to love our neighbors, how to show mercy, compassion to the poor and needy, how to restore the life. Jesus came into this world to restore life, to show us mercy, God's mercy to each one of us. Even Jesus broke the Sabbath. He did not break the Sabbath. People said, you broke the Sabbath. He has not broken the Sabbath, but he is fulfilling the Sabbath. As I said, the Sabbath is not to sleep. The Sabbath is to rest from evil things, to cease from the evil things, evil thoughts, evil actions. The Sabbath is to stop all the evil actions, evil words, or evil things. So this is the meaning of Sabbath. So on the other hand, we misinterpret, we abuse. Finally, we give more importance to the rules, regulations, customs, rituals, traditions than showing our love, mercy, compassion, forgiveness to the needy. May the good Lord bless us all today in this Holy Mass and help us to understand the meaning of Sabbath in our life. Amen.